Welcome to Bruins Overtime Live, presented by BuyAToyota.com. For offers not seen on TV, visit BuyAToyota.com. Dale Arnold, along with Billy Chaffee and Barry Peterson here at our TD Garden Studios. The Edmonton Oilers blanked the Boston Bruins by a final of 4-0 tonight here at the TD Garden. Is this the bottom?
I hope. I don't know. I thought that they were going to come out with more vigor, more, take it to-ism, if that's possible. To-itness, maybe that. Yeah. More take it to them, and they didn't. And Edmonton, they fed off it. They could sense that the Bruins weren't as confident, perhaps, as they needed to be. And then they took it to them. And there was that one opportunity in this game. We went over it in the second intermission, fellas, when Pavel Zacha had that opportunity, and he doesn't score. And then seconds later, Connor McDavid does his thing. That changed, again, the entire tenor of the game.
Yeah, it did. And I think if we go back to when we started the broadcast and you and Timmy broke down the Edmonton game, we were showing all the positive things that they did, how they took a good Edmonton hockey club and slowed them right down, only allowed 26 shots against. The game went into overtime. That's what I was hoping we were going to see this evening, and we didn't. Right from the get-go, you could see the Bruins, they looked, as we were saying, they looked nervous. Yeah. They were back on their heels, gaps all over the ice. They were disconnected. This is the way they looked early on in the season.
Let's make it a 5-game winless streak for the Bruins. 0-4-1 in their last 5. Scoring 2 goals a game, giving up 4 goals a game. Power play is 0 for 8. Penalty kill is 6 for 8. Edmonton did have a power play goal here this evening. But the numbers don't really tell the story of how sloppy, going back to your point about confidence, how sloppy they were tonight.
Especially early, right? They were getting beat to pucks. Then when they did get pucks on their stick, how many times, Dale, in the first period did they turn the puck over, put it into no man's land, and, instead of making plays? And it's like they were thinking instead of just trusting their instincts and going. And then they were having a hard time picking up guys. Again, we talked after second intermission, partner, about how often Edmonton just attacked the middle as soon as they got the puck with at least one body. Right here, Zach Hyman gets on the inside and attacks from a seemingly harmless type of play in the corner. And you know what, Dale, you asked if this is bottom. Yeah, you hope so, right? I mean, you hope it. They got a hard schedule coming up still, bud.
Yeah, Nikita Kucherov
and then
Tampa Bay Lightning on Thursday.
Yeah. The other thing that really concerned me tonight as we're watching all these giveaways and going tape to tape from the Bruins to Edmonton is the fact that this building was pretty well sold out and jammed because they wanted to see, the 2 best players in the National Hockey League, arguably the 2 best, and they were quiet. They sat on their hands, and they were not given any reason by the Bruins with any pushback whatsoever at most of the
time.
Except
the Freddie fight.
Yeah, except for the Freddie fight. And that didn't get a rile out of the team at all. And as Brick had said, one of the things that was concerning was their body language.
Yeah.
Very much so.
All right, here was the story of the game. The Bruins trailed 1-0. They're in the second period. Trent Frederick gets in a fight with Corey Perry. Frederick gets the extra minor. Edmonton gets the power play opportunity. But it's the Bruins who have the chance to tie the game with a shorthanded goal. And all of a sudden, this game got spun around.
And if this doesn't scream for a team that just has a hard time scoring goals, I don't know what does. As the Bruins... No, that's not the right. We'll get that in a second. But again, a team that has been struggling to score goals. When a team isn't struggling, and Barry, you can speak this even better than me. You see a rhythm to their game, a confidence, and even if they don't score a goal, they know they're going to get another one. Here, the nice backhand pass from McAvoy over to Zacha, and then he's got. Remember, they're short-handed, so he's outnumbered. He puts the puck into a bad area. Nugent Hopkins gets it from above. You'll see it even better. And he sends McDavid, who doesn't need free ice, in completely on his own.
Yeah, the scary thing is that ties the hockey game up, and maybe that does get everybody into it. But boy, McDavid just pulls away. That is just pure talent. He made it look easy. It wasn't that easy, but he made it look. Skinner had to make 3 or 4 big saves all night. That Zacha. I remember Marchand. Beecher had another chance. But the Bruins' best chances almost came when they were shorthanded.
They did.
I'm convinced Connor McDavid is the fastest player in the history of the National Hockey League with the puck on his stick.
He's actually, it feels like faster with the puck on his stick than without it. And he takes it to a level that really a normal defenseman, I'd be scared out of my you-know-what. I mean, it's crazy how fast he gets when the puck's on his stick.
It really is, and this is, as we would always say when you used to watch the Bobby Orr tapes, you'd always say it's no disrespect to the rest of the players on the ice. They're world-class athletes. Same thing here. But you just feel like watching them, they're a notch above everybody else because of what they can do at a high level.
Adam Henrique had 2 goals tonight for the Edmonton Oilers, their first and third goals of the evening.
This is a veteran player brought in from Anaheim before and, became an important piece of the puzzle for this team to make a run to the Stanley Cup final. He's a great pro. He can play center or wing. They prefer him at the center spot. He helps make them a strong team right down the middle. Bruins think they have the middle of the ice covered, and all they're doing is puck watching. But meanwhile, Bear, nobody picks up 19 coming in. Henrique gets it after Corey Perry sees him come above the gaggle, the mosh pit of 5 black sweaters. Kepke at the last second tries to turn, and it's just too late.
And how many times did we hear when Brick was talking and analyzing and doing the replays, the Bruins have 5 guys back. They're in position. Did not eliminate anybody. Did not take sticks. Look, you got all 5 guys down below the hash marks. It's a situation where you have control. Bang! All of a sudden, you're going to lose it in your end. You cannot turn the puck over and leave the middle of the ice that wide open, and yet you're back, but you're not really doing anything.
Except picking the puck out of your hand. Star of the game is presented by Subaru of New England. Fall in love with a brand new Subaru. Could have picked a bunch of different guys, but Adam Henrique, in his career against the Bruins, of course, he played for the New Jersey Devils for a while there as well. He's played 29 games against the Bruins. 7 goals, 5 assists. Tonight, his first multi-goal game of the season as the Oilers beat the Bruins by a final of 4-0.
Now, you mentioned Henrique. You mentioned the depth of this team. This may be the deepest I've seen Edmonton, even though they've gone to the, they've lost to the last 3 Stanley Cup winners. And even this, right now, they're 19-5-2 in the last 26 games. 19-5-2. And they can't make ground because Vegas and the Kings are playing really well. But this seems to me a team that is going to be a tough out in the playoffs, man.
Well, they should be, right? I mean, if they get contributions, they brought in Viktor Arvidsson. If he can stay healthy, this should be a big help for them. They need Henrique to be productive. I'm still curious to see what they do, if anything, with their D or their goaltending. Skinner played well. I'm guessing they don't do anything goaltending, but their D they'll probably look to add.